Greetings YouTube, this is Yvette. Welcome to our channel. And hey, I know I have not posted in a long time, and it's because our house is being remodeled and we've been so busy working with different people and contractors. Let me tell you, the house is empty and it has that empty sound, but it's got a bunch of our junk sitting around here. So right now we're going through and dealing with the city approving our permits that had to be done, signing off on the final work, the state looking at some stuff that we put in our house, and then we're going over with the contractor, the little punch list items that they need to just kind of fix. So the living room is empty right now. The dining room, it has stuff in it because it's junk we got to just take care of. I didn't realize how much stuff I accumulated in my life until we had to take stuff out. There is so much junk on our property, you guys. Let me tell you, when I was saying I was getting stuff, I get stuff all the time, and I was bringing stuff here to the house and saving stuff because my mom would save and she'd buy in bulk. Too much stuff. And you guys know I prepare for those days when food prices go up. So I'm going into the garage because I'm going to show you something. And I have this light on automatic. So the garage has, look at all this stuff in here. There's a lot of stuff that does not belong here because we had to get a sprinkler system, and that's the big old sprinkler. So they moved my refrigerators and freezer. So here they are right here now. But as I'm looking at, let me just get this thing. That's a freezer, that's a freezer, a refrigerator, and that's a freezer. And then this carpet came out of one of my rooms, but it is a really good carpet. I'm going to put it out in my tiny house, and that's going to be my flooring for my tiny house. But then I got all this stuff, and you guys know I have food. Y'all know I've been storing food for a while. But look at this mess. This is still some of it's construction material that we need. Some of it I need to put away because I haven't gotten there. But it has just been nothing but mess. Here's where let me come out here because this light will pop on. This is where we store our seasonal stuff, our skis, camping stuff, and stuff like that. You guys, we have so much stuff, so much stuff. Here's some canning jars back here. This room is probably a 400 square foot room, and we've never used it because it was full of my stuff I had. So when I put this room back together, it's not gonna look nothing like this. I gotta get rid of stuff because I have too much. And some of it's going to go out in the tiny house because I have a tiny home on the property that is going to be, I'm going to move it in about 2 weeks. I got to show you this thing. But while I'm talking, here's the reason why I put this on. Having too much stuff is ungodly, y'all. I spend so much time stressing about stuff. Oh, here. There's even more stuff. There's a very big bedroom in here. And my stuff. I got more stuff. A lot of these are empty, but still, it's a lot of stuff. And then this is my yard that we have turning into a garden. So somebody's going to come through and till our ground because contractors dumped soil from the front back here and they kind of messed my soil up. So now I'm going to get this part ready because I'm going to grow in it. I need to plant my potatoes right now. I think I'm going to plant them right here by this tree. And I think this is, I don't know if it's an apple tree. I'm going to plant it by this tree right here. It's a baby apple tree, and I'm gonna grow my potatoes. Oh, I can't plant them because they're gonna come dig up the lawn, so I can't even plant them. So here's our tiny house. Here's my tiny house that I put in the back of our house. So this is the color of our house it was before. Now the front has been painted this color, but we can't even do the back because I got so much stuff, and we can't put stuff in the house because the contractor still is doing some work and they've got to do some final cleaning. So we can't even move stuff from the outside to the inside just so we can get this part done. And then we have to work on our deck and get that all done. I will be so excited when this house is done. I am so excited. So while I'm talking about this is a new cleaning this house out and getting all this stuff done, I have to be new, which means I'm getting rid of toxic relationships. They're gone. Here's more stuff. Now this is under the carport. This would be a nice space to sit in, but we can't even use it because I have so much stuff. And the tiny house, wait till you see the tiny house. It's a 12 by 16, good size. Oh, I bought this thing, this ladder to go up to the loft about 2 weeks ago. And I drove like an hour to go get it. You guys, I was so blessed. They gave it to me for $250. Everywhere else I looked, that thing was $1,000. Here is the tiny house. Now look at this. This is stuff they took out of that big space. This part of the tiny house is 8 feet. I got 8 feet by 12 feet stuff stacked from floor to ceiling. That's me with all my stuff. I got to get it together. I'm telling you. And so my friend is going to work on my walls. This is what I use for insulation because you guys, and it's foam. It's a styrofoam that you get in packing boxes because I was doing it the cheap way, y'all. I recycle, I reuse, I do whatever I can to make it be functional. So, but in any case, I got to get this thing taken care of. It stays like a nice temperature in here because this is some really good stuff. It worked for insulation. Here's my shiplap that I think I'm going to have it go horizontal instead of vertical. That I'm going to have put up. But I got to get some walls in here. And then up there is my loft where I'm going to put my bed and sleep. And then this is going to be storage up here. So I'll probably put extra toilet paper. But I got so much going on. I'm so excited. But today I realized that, hey, while I'm getting rid of stuff in my life, I got to get toxic folks out. They got to go because they cause too many problems. So I'm doing that elimination too. And it feels good. It feels good. I was doing some sound therapy because there is some sound. Music comes in at a certain frequency and it removes stuff. It's healing. David did that for Saul. When David was a teenager, he went to go play for Saul. And when he played the harp, evil spirits left Saul. So there's something to this, okay? It's not no crazy new age stuff. This is age old stuff that we have ignored as believers because we don't know this stuff exists. And then these crazy new agers or crazy, Buddhists and monks and all these other people do all this stuff and we call it crazy. No, they're going back to time, but they're not giving credit where credit is due. As you meditate on the music, it's like, Lord, heal my body, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, heal my body. Heal my mind, renew my mind in you. But anyway, I'm excited. So I have an electrician that's going to work on finish wiring my stuff that my friend has coming. So we started some of it. Here's my little box. So eventually I'll hook this all up to solar. So I need him to fix this so he can tie it into solar. And I got my windows. I paid, I don't know if I think I've talked about this before on one of my channels, my videos. Maybe I did, but maybe not. This thing cost me, my budget was $10,000. And by the time I finished ordering everything I wanted, it was $12,000, which is still not bad because my friend told me he's working on a 8 by 12 for somebody that's going to cost $50,000. I'm telling you, I'm blessed, y'all. I'm blessed. Our paint job is costing us $5,000 on this house, and it's a 3,500 square foot house. That's how God does it for you. So that's what's being painted. My cabinets are being refaced and new cabinet doors for $3,500. That's unheard of. This ain't nobody but God. Nobody but God. So I'm going to sign off. But I'm telling you, get toxic out. Get toxic stuff out of your house. Old stuff that brings bad memories. Get people out. Get toxic people out. Toxic clothes. You might have changed your wardrobe. I changed my wardrobe. So why am I hanging on to the old stuff for the day when I might need to do this? No, I don't need to do that. I need a few pairs of pants that I use when it's snowing. Maybe if it's snowing. Most of the time I wear caftans. I love caftans and scarves. So why am I hanging on to a whole bunch of other stuff? Give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody else. In the meantime, there's a lot to do, and I have to hire people because it's a lot for me. We're going to go in and get ready for the cabinets to get done. And then I have somebody who's going to come do the yard. And he's going to do that for about $1,000. Putting in a garage door open. I'm telling you, when we finish, this is going to be a new house. Then the only room in the house we actually have to work on is my daughter's master bathroom. It was worked on, but it doesn't flow right. Some don't flow right about that bathroom. So I just think it needs just a paint, maybe some tiling. But she has a nice big bathroom, so hers is not the problem. It was the one down here, but the one downstairs is beautiful now. I'm going to hang up, but I'm telling you, God has blessed us in a mighty way. This is our handicap ramp that they put in. I got for free. This is the old concrete we had, and we used to have this flagstone path that was right here. It was uneven. You couldn't walk in it. There was a bird that was in one of our trees, and finally they left and we were able to move the nest because I don't want to come back. Anyway, all this was brand new, put in. Oh, you got to see the front of the house because I'll show you the back was gray and it's ugly. But this was all free. He did our path this way to the house and out this way. Somebody's gonna come sweep this up because we have not been here for like 8 months. Look at the front of the house. I don't know if you can see this. I love the color. It's black and it's gray. When we finally do this, it's gonna be more like a wood color. And our letters, we're gonna leave white and we're gonna put them up over the garage. But isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. But I am so blessed. So I'm getting ready to go in the house, pack up our drawers because they told me we need to take things out of our drawers, but we can leave stuff in the cabinet to get our new cabinet facings and cabinet doors. I don't know how to tell you how good God is to me. And there are people, I have somebody in my family who does a lot. She's in a different religion and she does a lot to say nasty things to me. Let me tell you, it's like water, trying to throw water on a duck. It just rolls right back off. The more she curses me, and why am I dealing with her? Because she's my younger sister and she's in a religion that I know is wrong and I want her out of it, and I pray for her constantly. And but I'll get back with her. But right now I'm busy. I'm too busy to be dealing with her mess. So in any case, blessings to you all. Seek God to have a spiritual connection, because you got to worship him in spirit, and I don't think believers know how to do that. We play too many games. We run in the natural. You act like you're in the natural, crying all the time, upset because somebody said something. Look, let it go. When you're in the spirit realm, when you understand you're a spiritual being, you don't get caught up in carnal flesh stuff at all. And so that's why I gotta look at my sister and be like, girl, all the stuff you saying, but this demon in her is really angry at me, which is true. They didn't like Jesus. They called him names. I'll sign off. Blessings to you. Pray for me. And then let's keep it together, because, let's see. Straight is the gate and narrow is the way. Straight is the gate and narrow is the path that leads to life. And few there be that find it. So there's a scripture, and I used to have that memorized. But anyway, not many of us are going to make it. So dot your I's and cross your T's. Don't be sneaking in no stuff that doesn't belong. Half-stepping mess, because you're not going to make it. God says, be ye holy for as I am holy. Be ye holy for I am holy. We got to do it. Anyway, let me sign off because I don't want to be misquoting scriptures, and I like to tell you where they are because I spend a whole lot of time reading. All right, take care. Bye.